Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Gillen's Garage. Just got back from another successful weekend of camping, using the truck to tow the camper. But I remembered that I had forgotten to do a follow-up video to the ZF6 swap video that I had posted some time back. But fortunately, one of my subscribers, Dave from Colorado, reached out to me with a couple of questions and reminded me to do an update video. So here we go.
All right, so here I am under the truck. One of the things I forgot to talk about before is, as you can see, the bolt holes for the transmission cross member aren't in any of the factory holes. But if I do this right, you can see that they line up with the right holes, just a little bit forward of it though. So basically what I did was, initially it lined up in the left holes but was off center for the drive line. So once I found that out, I moved them over, drilled 2 new holes, and dropped them in place. So that's something you will anticipate doing when you do the swap, unless you slide the transmission cross member closer to the engine. But remember, I used an existing hole in the frame and then squared up the transfer case and re-drilled the transmission cross member, as you can see here.
Alright guys, so there's the factory transmission lines coming off of the transmission toward the radiator there. Now in hindsight, I think I should have just cut them off there at that hard line and used my own flex from there to the radiator itself, because you can see from that flex line there to the actual connection, you can see where I cut the connection off. It would have been a hard line to the transmission, but I had to cut that off and go to a flex line because the Mishimoto radiator I used had barbed ends coming out of the transmission. So this being this passenger side connection and there being the driver's side connection. But looking at this, I think it'd be easier just to cut it off at that point right there and flexing it, and you could actually zip tie it or attach it in some way to the crossover pipe for the coolant line for the radiator there. But I mean, this run is pretty short, and that one just has to go from here over to there, and you got plenty of things to strap it to, and it really eliminates this unnecessary stuff hanging below the core support, which, don't ask me why I know that's a bad idea, because they can be ripped off, and I've had that happen.
Alright everybody, thanks for tuning into this short little episode here. Hopefully it's helpful. That's why I do it. I really enjoy the idea that I can help somebody else. So tune in to the next episode. I think that's going to be on the van. Pretty much got that suspension pretty well wrapped up as far as the front suspension conversion goes. So that should be the next one. This truck will be featured later when the van is done and I do the four-wheel drive swap on this old girl. So, alright, thanks for tuning in. Catch you on the next one. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe. Thanks a lot.